can check that out. I might run it. Might run a snippet at the end of this video. You know what I mean? But it'll be available. Now I'm not gonna run a snippet. I'm gonna run it when we release it so that you can go and then stream it and all of that. All right? Because this one is the introduction to the hip hop. All right. I wanted to get. I was talked about Burna Boy last week, talking about his infamous quote, black people black Americans don't have culture, so the thing is, and what I forgot to talk about with that is that not only does he look like a rapper, black rapper, that's not by chance. Like, you didn't see the Netflix feature? I watched it on they had a whole series on Afrobeats in history, and the forefathers, the guys who were the first guys to do Afrobeats in Africa, and I'll give you the props, Nigeria. They say in the first episode how they were influenced by hip hop, and they are telling their story, because hip hop is a black American culture, right? Just like reggae is a Jamaican Rastafarian culture, and that's what I'm going to show and prove the similarities, right? Because they came to uprise people. Hip hop started in the 70s. It really started in the late 60s, but according to Imperial Information, Africa Bambaataa and DJ Kool Herc, got together basically, and Kool Herc threw a party in the Bronx, a birthday party on April 11th, 1973, if I'm not mistaken. But on Sedgwick Avenue, 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, and if that's wrong, I'll correct it and put the correct time. But hip hop was happening in the East Bronx, in the Bronxdale projects. Prior to that, there's a great YouTube channel, The Culture, started in 1971 or something like that. I'm gonna put a link to a video because I put an excerpt at the end. But it's like hip hop started as a black power movement, just like on Rasta. You know what I'm saying? And the first influences on hip hop were the Nation of Islam. But I'm gonna get into that, a little later in this show. But I just wanted to, show that, like, hip hop, as it's stated now, is like I don't even want to be associated with the trap and the murder and all of that. And the thing is that hip hop had its origin in streets, like poor people music, and hip hop was the first microphone that we had. So we showed the whole world through music, and had nothing. Cats were in poverty, super duper poverty in America, in New York City, the Bronx, Brooklyn. Everybody was going through the same thing. The thing is that the origin started not with Africa Bambaataa and not with DJ Kool Herc. It started with the Black Spades. Africa Bambaataa was not a first division or an original Black Spade. I think he was at least a third generation, but like maybe 10th division. I think he was actually maybe a baby Spades, but I don't really get into his history because it's irrelevant to me, and especially because of what he's been accused of. So it's like we had a hip hop before that, You know what I mean? People that he looked up to, and he learned how to DJ, and he learned how to, you know, what elements to have at a party, right? And the one who brought that to the game was DJ Mario. Disco King Mario actually is his name. And he's from the Bronxdale Projects. And that's, if you want to find out like how hip hop started, and if his name is not popping up, you on the wrong trail. You know what I mean? Get off that trail. Find out who DJ Mario is. And if you find out who DJ Mario is, this is going to tell hip hop before even what Fat Joe talking about as far as Puerto Ricans being involved in hip hop. Puerto Ricans didn't even like black people back then. They didn't want to be like black people. They separated their black people. You know what I mean? And sad to say, a lot of our Jamaican brothers did the same thing. They wanted to separate themselves from black American. Like Burna Boy, he wanted to separate from black Americans. You know, but the thing is that the Afrobeats specifically took on the attitude and the ghetto stories of Afrobeats. And first they were emulating us, but then they started telling their own story with their own rhythms. So that's how you know, Burna Boy doesn't know his culture. You know what I'm saying? And what's ironic is he's dating a light-skinned girl named Chloe or something, and you know, like, you have babies with her, she gonna give you black, and babies gonna have black culture. You'll see. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have a culture. You know what I'm saying? But that's enough for that. And real quick, last thing on that. Fat Joe. Fat Joe was born in 1970. I was born in 1968. So we know that hip hop really started around 71, between 69 and 71, right? But it really blew up when the Disco King Mario through the 21 days of summer jams, where he was doing parties every day somewhere in the Bronx. And that's where cats was, you know, really got to see, you know, the movement, Jazzy J, Grand Wizard Theodore, and a lot of these other, you know, hip hop legends, you know. So it's like Bob Marley said, half the story has never been told. That's the same with hip hop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a story before Africa Bambaataa and DJ Kool Herc. And I respect them both, you know what I mean, for what they did. They took it from the hood into the, you know, into the Europeans, into the bankers' hands, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we're going to get into all of that, though. All right. So now one of the topics that I want to talk about is
even though me stepping hard, please protect me, Lord. Me never left it when me left me yard. How me fit on clown in a my town? Enemy can't hold me like stray dog. Me never sell out me place, Sablamar. Remember say gully a me days. In a hand them walk with it and no waste. No time to chase. They think them can seize up like y'all and get feel up there. In a me Gideon boot, man ready for the street. Me nah give up, me still a blood clot war. She tell me no surrender and tell me no retreat. Me nah give up, me still a blood clot war. The harder the backer, the victory more sweet. Me nah give up, me still a blood clot war. The road of the chop, the kids them have to eat. Me nah give up, me still a walk. In a me Gideon mood, man ready for the street. Me nah give up, me still a blood clot walk. She tell me no surrender and tell me no retreat. Me nah give up, me still a blood clot walk. The harder the backer, the victory more sweet. Me nah give up, me still a blood clot walk. The road of the chop, the kids them have to eat. Me nah give up, me still a walk.
Make sure to light that. Make sure the camera is by light, or else it'll like affect the lighting.
P Funk City G. P Funk City G.